Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about Mattel's Master of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia Evil-Lyn. Now, I have to say that this is the best looking Evil-Lyn that I have seen so far. I don't have an Evil-Lyn. I do now. Yeah, I think they did a great job, even though I don't have her out of the package, but sculpt wise she looks phenomenal, just the way I pictured her to look in this line. Now, taking a look at the packaging, we have some of Skeletor's warriors here. I can't remember the name of what they call them. You have a nice picture of Evil-Lyn here, and then we have some Snake Mountain. Let me bring this in a little bit closer. You can see Snake Mountain here on the side right here, which is some beautiful artwork on the box. It says Masterverse, though some exploding rocks here on the side where it says Evil-Lyn. And then you have some great artwork here of Evelyn on the side right here. Get it, Evelyn. Promotional pictures of her on the back. And then this I thought was really cool. Not only do you have some more of Skeletor's warriors here, but you also have Panther coming down, which the steps of Snake Mountain on the side here. There's his tail. And then you have the moon of a skeleton in the moon itself. So I don't know if they're referring that to be Skeletor right there or something else. But if you ask me, they're probably doing like a thing of Skeletor, considering the fact that we're at Snake Mountain here. But I think that's awesome the way they did the artwork on this. Too bad this box is going to the trash, but still, kudos to everybody who did the artwork. If you're looking for the figure, here's the UPC. And then here's everybody who's involved in doing the artwork on the box and creating the figure itself. Kudos to all of them. Now, let's get this bad girl out of the box and let's talk about it. All right, so now that we have Evil-Lyn out of the packaging, here she is in all her glory. And let me tell you something, there are a few things that could have been done better now I got her out of the packaging, but either way, she's a great addition to the shelf because she is the best looking Evil-Lyn that they have made this far. I didn't really care for any of the other ones, but this one here, I got to give it to him. On point when it comes to the sculpting. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. All right, so here she is. I mean, face sculpt looks very well. I like it. I like the way they did the helmet here with the actual, you have the actual, they're like points on the top. You have a skull up top here, going on to the sides, to the back. Everything looks really good. Her collar, I like the way they did the fur coming down, and then of course everything that she has on her uniform, so to speak. This skull right here with the like horns coming out of the side, and then you have, once again, you have Hordak's bat right here on her waist, and then you have these skulls going around as well, and then you have this little belt in the front, her nice little wrist bracers or whatever you want to call them. Then she's got her bands are going across right here. Words escape me right now, so I do apologize. Moving down the legs, nicely done. The fur on the boots, the straps, the boots themselves. I have a little bit of something here, not a big deal, it's not gonna break the bank. As far as the back, there's the rest of the uniform right here in the back, which looks good. And then of course her cloth cape, which is a nice addition. Would have been nice if it had a little bit of a wire in it, but it's okay. It's not gonna break the bank on the figure because she's just gonna be standing stoic on the shelf. The only thing that bothers me is the way they did the legs right here. This one's up higher, this one's lower. Don't know why they did that. No matter how much you push it up in there to get it to stay, it will not. So that's on them. Waist articulation, there really is none. Even here at the, well, okay, sorry. She has that little bit of a crunch right there. It's just a little stiff. Either way, nothing down here but a waist swivel, which, all right, like I said, she's just gonna be standing. And then as far as standing her, she has a bit of a problem standing as well. So don't really care for that. And then instead of giving her double jointed elbows, they gave her single jointed elbows. And that kind of sucks as well because it's a missed opportunity on such a great looking figure when it comes to Evil-Lyn. Now, in case you guys don't know, Evil-Lyn, before I get into taking a look at the accessories here, while I'm trying to get her to stand for me a little bit, because she, like I said, she's a little difficult to stand. But anyway, Evil-Lyn here was supposed to be the counterpart to Teela. Like Teela, you know, in the comic, she was the Green Goddess. I think that's where they were going with this, but then they just turned her evil. They gave her a little bit of a backstory of how in the comics she actually came to Eternia with Queen Marlena, and then she got turned into Evil-Lyn. But if you actually read the lore of Evil-Lyn, she gave herself to dark magic and invoked the power of a wizard goddess or something like that. Anyway, that's at least that's what it says on this packaging here, something like that, to that effect. But from what I remember from the mini comics, she got turned into an evil sorceress. And then like Beast Man was another one of the passengers on Queen Marlena's ship, and he was turned into Beast Man. Bicep swivel? There is none. I thought there was. No bicep swivel. That's a shame. I thought there was one. I went to turn it and there's nothing. I guess it turns at the elbow. Okay, so you have an elbow swivel. Anyway, more missed out opportunity as far as making this figure better. Just because they're females doesn't mean that they can't do the same thing males can. They do move, right? Anyway, that's why she has the same armor, kind of like Tila does as well, because she was supposed to be like a counterpart to her, and then they changed that up. So, but that's good though, because then we wouldn't have Evil-Lyn. But this is not the jaundiced looking Evil-Lyn, so, and which is fine. I think that the dark magic, and then, you know, is what gave her the jaundiced looking skin. I will say that when it comes to the 2000X version, I kind of like that lore a lot better because of the fact that she has a father, which is the faceless one, which is really cool, because if it wasn't for the faceless one, Hordak sent Skeletor to steal the Havoc Staff from the faceless one. They get in that battle. He sees the future of his daughter and then gives Skeletor the Havoc Staff. So that's really cool to know that little bit of lore right there that they did. But anyway, I digress. Let me stop. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to roll right into it. She comes with a set of grasping hands or magic hands. And the cool thing about it is they actually painted her fingernails. So that's cool. Same thing on these grasping hands for her weapons. The nails are painted. And then she comes with a set of fists. So that's cool for punching the good guys. And then this is cool too. I like the way they did her scepter. So you kind of have like the dragon claw holding the scepter there with the ball in it. It's kind of clear, right? If I get it to focus. So that's cool. That would have been cool if this, like, they made this to where it would glow. But that's cool though that it's somewhat translucent. So you can have it with the short scepter like this, or the longer part, and then you can pop this in, and then it'll be like her staff. So it doesn't connect all the way as much as I'm trying to get it to go. It's open right there, but hey, whatever. Either way, you have Evil-Lyn's staff, and then she can actually hold it, grasp it in her hand. I have not tried this yet, so I'm actually doing this right now with you guys. So bear with me for a second, because that single jointed elbow is really getting on my nerves there. Yeah, let's kind of pry that open a little bit, because this thumb is what's going to catch. There we go. Or maybe that's why they gave it two sections, so you could do it in two halves. But either way, there's Evil-Lyn with her staff and her stoic looking face. She doesn't come with a different head sculpt, so which therefore you only have the one look. But I mean, hey, you could change out, you know, one of her hands. You could have her holding the staff however you choose to have her hold it. It's a shame because you can't really articulate her hand to do like because she doesn't have a sword holding hand. It only bends this way, so she doesn't have a sword holding hand. So you can have her with her staff, and then what I was gonna say is pop out one of her hands, and then you can have her with a magic hand to where she's doing something, or she could just be holding it, I guess, like that. But anyway, I would say with it one hand up, however you need to do it, and then having her staff. Yeah, I don't know if I even had it all on camera. I think I had it way up in the air, but anyway, you can have her somewhat like this if you want. So that's pretty cool. That's cool. I mean, there's not really much to her. She does have a boot swivel, over articulation, double jointed knees. So you gave her double jointed knees, but single jointed elbows. They are pinless, so that's a good thing. Big nasty gap here. Sculpt wise, absolutely phenomenal. So, I mean, if I was gonna give this any type of a grade, I would give it, out of 10, I would give it a sculpt wise, I'd give it an 8. Articulation wise, I give it about a 5. But that's just me. I mean, there you go. I mean, that's not too bad right there. I mean, have her stand on the shelf, have her doing that. But this was my quick review of the Mattel's Master of the Universe, Masterverse, New Eternia's Evil-Lyn. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was quick and brief, but that's just the way they are sometimes. Does this have its faults? It has lots of faults. Could they have done a lot better with it? Absolutely. But hey, it's still, if you need her, you can get her, and she'll be perfect just for doing exactly what she's doing right here. And that's that. I mean, no stoic, nothing, no deep posings with her or anything like that. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Always hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And no matter where you guys are, catch you on the flippity flip.